What looks like your everyday street in South Louisiana is actually the path to the largest surviving 19th and 20th century plantation in America. Founded in 1775 by Acadian farmer Etienne Boudreaux, Laurel Valley began in the cotton industry. It wasn't until the 1820s that sugarcane became part of production. Much of the 3,500 acres that exist today are contributed to former owner J.W. Tucker, who made the plantation the most productive in the early years of the South. Tucker also introduced slave labor to the Laurel Valley fields. These slaves, among with many other workers, lived in the quarter section of the plantation. Slaves were housed in the bunk-like housing, and workers were housed in 26 shotgun-style houses. Across from the quarter section stands 8 Creole-style houses where workers with special skills resided. Separated by a small pond, the quarter section was the beginning of a long workday for plantation workers and their families.
They'd wake up at the crack of dawn, and their wives would take breakfast, and then they'd get out into the field, get their work assignments, and they would work until probably sundown a lot of times, during the planting and harvesting season especially.
Also in the quarter section stood a school building that taught 1st through 6th grade. The camp house, as they called it, sits behind the quarter section in which immigrant workers were housed. This is the only two-story housing for workers on the plantation. Outhouses, work sheds, and smaller mills also existed on the plantation. At one time, a mill stood that was built of over 366,000 bricks by J.W. Tucker. Along with the mill, a railroad system was built to transport sugar from mill to mill. Still standing today is the original crane used to move sugar from the carts to the mill. Laurel Valley Plantation, without a doubt, experienced a golden age of sugar production, but 2 world wars and the Great Depression caused production to cease for almost 50 years. Years of change and multiple owners and auctions got it back to a working plantation.
The first 100 years, they had at least 8 different owners, and they had a hard time to make a success out of the place. Either crop failure or bankruptcy or overextended or some problem.
Built in 1905, the Laurel Valley store remains a popular local and tourist attraction. Located on Highway 308 facing the bayou, Laurel Valley Plantation remains a working plantation through 13-month growing season. The store and surrounding sheds house original artifacts from the past 200-plus years of Laurel Valley's existence. Maintained by volunteers and local sugarcane farmers, the spirit of Laurel Valley Plantation lives on today. With a festival in October, the plantation is sure to attract a big crowd. Along with the museum, Nicholls State librarians have worked hard to preserve original ledgers, pictures, and newspaper articles in the artifacts section of the library. Laurel Valley Village volunteers work day after day to preserve this incredible landscape that is a present reminder of our Southern history and culture. For NTW News, I'm James Wentworth.